Hello, children, and welcome. Welcome to another invitation, an invitation to a party where the truth is released. Dark knowledge. There are hundreds of definitions of modern slavery. All of these includes aspects of control, involuntary actions, and exploitation. You see, when an individual is exploited by others for personal or commercial gain, whether they're tricked, coerced, or forced, they lose their freedom. As the world turns and we continue to go through our seasons and holidays, through our breakfasts, our lunch, and our dinners, we are going through something very valuable, and it's called time. And as time is being spent, I like to sit back and observe and I look. And sometimes I would be out on the street and someone walk to me, and it'd be an older person that'll say, I worked for that so-and-so company for 20 years and I retired. And they'll have, some of them will be invested and done well, or okay with some of their things. Some of them have nothing, where they probably haven't managed their money too well and still became broke. And some of them became ill from working or just physical labor in general. So this is what the new culture shows me today about the modern person, the modern employee, is that the value and the time are not shared equally, or not even equatively. So what I'm saying is, if we all were slaves, why and where would AI play its role? And that's a good question, because AI will play its role with the more intelligent roles. See, the creation of AI is not to put the person out of a job. The creation of AI is to be more intelligent than a person, to exceed the limitations that the human brain can ever fathom, which is false, because creativity is creativity. Anyways, so I'm looking at the currency here in the United States and how it works. And what I'm noticing about the currency is that it doesn't add up with what one human being can afford: rent, insurance, etc. And you remember when they brought slaves over here on the ships, they were all piled up on each other in a 5 square foot bunk with about 10 people in it, just like you would see some apartments today. I know about 7 people living in a loft and they still can't afford it. It's like $3,500 a month or something like that. You gotta understand, with the culture being shocked into something, they're not able to adjust that well. A lot of people still want to go out and shop. Some people still like to go out and eat. Some people like to go out and eat healthy. They don't have the land to grow their food, so they got to eat whatever comes their way. Kind of like a scavenging effect, just as the days were before. And this is a very dark situation. That's why I call this channel Dark Knowledge, because I wanted you all to open your eyes to what's going on around you. Especially it's a sad situation when people don't even have the time to pay attention to what's going on around them. You ever was at work and your Amber Alert went off and you looked at your phone and you say, wow, that's a missing child. What do the people do around you? They pick up their phone, they acknowledge the alert, and then they cut their phone back off so it won't disturb them at their work day. What happened to the child? Well, we'll just say that that municipality or whoever will put out another alert later on and say, oh, well, she was with the father. Not paying attention to what's going on at all. It's a dark world that we live in, folks. It's always good to be alert yourself. You see, folks, modern slavery, or shall I say modern night slavery, it's all around us, often hidden in plain sight. You can become enslaved making our clothes, serving our food, picking our crops, working in factories, or even working in homes. Choose your inescapable death. Yes, many have fallen into this trap by trying to escape poverty or insecurity, improve their lives, support their families, and now they can't leave. And this happens all over the world. Plenty of countries. And also there are plenty forms of forced labor and slavery, trafficking, migration, forced labor, even education. Such a dark system to fall into. And what's the whole ordeal? I know what you're thinking. Serve who? Work for who? Are we slaving for people that we don't even mingle with? People that we don't even hang around? Are we just making a way to control traffic so the beast can walk the streets? Yes. So this is where AI will be implemented with the beast into the beast system, just as gruesome, just as the same as it was before. And you won't be able to escape the beast, but you will run. You will run to the beast. The only way to the escape is to seek the Most High God, Elohim. Romans 10, verse 9 through 10. That if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in him in the heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And when God had raised him from the dead, he was bringing you into the spirit. That was the symbolism, some of the symbolism in that scripture, bringing you out of the world into the spirit and still walking on earth. That's it for now, folks. Stay safe. Stay highly favored, and stay alert.